How are you?
Oh,
yeah,
hi.
You are.
That's great. Right up there.
Oh. That would be an interesting experience.
Right? I think we should go around the room. Say hello.
Hi.
Hi, that's mine.
Hi, that's fine. All right. Well, yeah, we all got to see what that was like.
I'm always fascinated by, on shows like this, post-apocalyptic shows, especially or a series, where you have to look the right amount of scuffed up. I mean, can you show up on the set looking totally bedraggled and then they'll clean you up and then make you look the right amount of scuffed up? Or...
I think you know me. I consider myself chaos in body form. It's really just, I'm like thrown together. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not afraid of that stuff. I'm like, bring on the dirt, bring on the whatever.
But is it exacting? I mean, it's obviously you have to match what you look like in every episode. So there's a certain level that you hit.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, they can't. There's and a lot of times we do block shooting. So we go into one scene and then we got to get cleaned up if we've had some, and then we got to go back and put the wounds on and take them off. And so there's for time purposes too. There's a little bit of a thing to be mindful of, but it's very fun, and our makeup artists are really wonderful. They got a great eye for those things. I mean, when I read it on the script, I'm like, oh, I wonder what this is how I picture it, and then the way they do it is always way better than what I've got going on. So that's really fortunate to have them for sure.
And how isolated do you feel in Wilmington?
I don't feel isolated. We have a nice little family going on. I mean, I don't really see the whole. Okay, I went, especially earlier when they were promoting the show during the first part of it. There was I guess there was a poster of us at Times Square, and there was some things. And I mean, that's all new to me. So I was like, say what? Can you take a picture of it and send it? Because we don't get any of that stuff in Wilmington. But we have people there that love watching the show, and they'll come stop us at the grocery store and say hi to us and everything, which is amazing. They're really sweet. And Wilmington's a great city. It's a really, really, really great town. Just great things to do all the time. Wonderful restaurants. So, we work a lot. I mean, there's not a whole lot of play time, which I guess is good. That's what we're there to do.
Right.
How shocked
Another TV series, Bunch of shooting in Wondercon as well.
Yes.
Do you kind of cross paths with the other actors, and do you have to reserve certain streets? You have to shoot on even days, and they have to shoot on odd days.
You know what? That's kind of more of a behind the scenes thing that I'm not really a part of. But I'm sure there's things that come up that they've got to figure out. But no, we don't really run into anybody because I met a girl from Under the Dome because that's filming there, and she's wonderful. And but that's about it. We film a lot. We're at work.
Do you know why
90% of the time. For us, there's a lot of really great locations for us. As Eric had said, in the past, we had a lot of happy accidents, and we just kind of show up, and there's this really amazing, wonderful building that's been abandoned, and we get to walk in and shoot at it, and we're like, oh, well, look at that. So it's just kind of perfect for that. It works out really well. And I'm sure they have their own, other reasons for bringing us there in the first place. But as far as our show goes, it's got that beautiful, because as much, I guess, as it's post-apocalyptic, it doesn't have that, it's got that beautiful light, there's always sunlight, there's a bit more of a upbeat, you know what I mean? It's beautiful, and so as much as you I think when you think post-apocalyptic, you think dark, and you think whereas it's not like that, and I think that's what's really cool about our show. It's very different, and there's a lot of drama and things that go on, but also it's fine. Let's not get the power back on. It's pretty cool here,
How shocked were you that Danny was killed?
How shocked were you that Danny was killed?
I felt like the first half of the season was wasted. I was like, really? That happened?
No, because all that stuff had to happen because, how many things did we find out during that first half?
Yeah.
And I think that if that death had happened earlier on in the season for Charlie wouldn't have handled it the way she's handling it now. I think who knows what she would have done, but now she's a lot more resourceful. She's been around a lot more. That it's she she takes it and she uses that to go forward. Whereas if that was, at the beginning, she probably would have just humbled, But it's very sad, and we miss Graham all the time, him and Annalise, all our fallen soldiers, but we all keep in touch and stuff. So.
Thank you so much, everyone. We appreciate